David, this Notts team haven't been used to home defeats this season. They've won everything before that, and obviously even last season, a terrific home record. I wonder what the mood's been like after the shock of last weekend.
Yeah, the home form's something that we wanted to, really be not unbeaten, but we wanted to make this a fortress, and it still is a fortress. I think we've got to respect Mansfield for what they did. There's a lot of downhearted people, players, staff members in the change rooms after the game, but we can't, we've got to get rid of it. We've got to go. We've got a big game Saturday, so we've been uplifting our spirits going into a tough test on Saturday.
Yeah, they don't come any easier, do they? Suddenly it's Gillingham, another team up there. There are a lot of teams up there, to be fair. It's pretty tight. There's a lot of very good teams in League Two this year, isn't there?
There is. There's a lot of teams that back themselves for promotion. Obviously, Gillingham getting rid of the manager early on when they're still in the top half of the table shows where their owners want their team to be. So they've got good players. A few players that have played against them at time higher leagues. So it's going to be a tough test. But that's the league we're in. It's a good league. It's a competitive league, and we've got to be at it every game.
Last week apart, how much are you enjoying being back at Meadow Lane and wearing that badge on your chest?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I've no secret that this is my team, and representing the club every week is what I want to be. Coming into training with the boys, learning from the manager. He's fantastic, and playing with the lads and the way we play is great. And I'm enjoying it. I feel young again.
Well, it seemed watching you on the pitch like you just slipped into it so naturally. Is part of that because you know the club so well? Is that a factor, do you think, or is it more to do with the style of football that they play that suits you? Well, why has it been so easy for you to slip in there?
I think it's a combination of everything. I think it's to a lot of the way the club play, the way myself, how I want to play, and just enthusiasm for it. I'm 35 years young, but I want to play the game. I want to learn still, and I feel like I'm at the right place to do that. And just the way we play, it suits me down to a T. But it's training every day is hard work. We do hard work in the week to lead up to the game, but I'm enjoying it, and it just fitted in really well.
Must be nice to be winning games in a Notts shirt as well, because when you were here first time, the club were going through troubles. I'm not sure you won a game, did you, first time here?
No, I don't remember winning many games on that. I think that's why I got chucked in at a young age. There was so much going off behind the scenes, but obviously I didn't really think about that. I just remember making my debut so young. It was good times for me. But yeah, it is nice to be winning games, and that's why I come to the club. I didn't just come to the club off my back thinking, oh yeah, I want to wear the badge again. I thought the club was on the up. I watched them a lot last year in the National League. I went to the playoff final. I seen it all, so I knew that I would be able to fit in well.
And it's great that you're here when the team's on a bit of an up and getting the big crowds, and obviously sitting top of the top end of League Two as well. I remember a few years back, Notts were voted as the most stressful team to support because of the amount of ups and downs that they'd had. And it strikes me, you'll know that as a fan, but as a player, you've experienced the lows, as you say, with the financial worries of the early 2000s, and now it feels like there's a bit of a high as well at the moment.
Yeah, with the history of the club, I know all about it. But yeah, there's been some highs and lows throughout the years, and there's been a few highs and lows this season. Obviously, the start of the season, we had at Sutton, the game at Mansfield at home, but there's been some highs, and this season will be highs and lows. There'll be a roller coaster the whole season. I think if at the start of the season, if they said to after 11, 12 games, just over 25% of the second in the league, would you take it? Come on, of course we'd take it. So we can't get discomfortable about where we are. It's very, very positive, and we just got to bounce again Saturday.
I think that was what a lot of people, Notts fans, were saying after the game, that although the immediate feeling is shock and disappointment after last week, but then they go, hang on, look where we are. Has that been the message? Has that been the feeling around the camp as well this week of going, look at the positives this early on into our first season back in League Two?
For sure. I think someone said a stat that it's one of the joint best return from a team that's come from the National League. That in itself is very, very good, and we've got to think of that other than just the 4-1 defeat against Mansfield. Mansfield are a good team. They've got a good manager, they've got good players, It was just 1-1 at half time, and second half we got a bit disjointed and they took advantage. So fair play to them. They're a very good team. They'll be up there. But we've shown against top teams. The Swindons, when they came in the week, they fancied themselves, and we beat them 3-1. And we've got some tough games coming up starting Saturday. Newport in the week, and then Wrexham at home. There's going to be 3 games where we can totally bounce back.
Yeah, I hope you can. Great to speak to you.
Thanks,
David.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thanks, Dave. Over to you, Sam from Notts Live. Sam Allen.
Yeah, hi David.
Hello, mate.
I'm interested to hear your thoughts on what it's like to work under Luke Williams, because I think a lot of Notts players, when they've been asked about it, they've spoken about it as sort of a unique experience. Things like his attention to detail and things like that. So, how have you found it?
Yeah, it's probably going to be what a lot of the players say, and myself being in the game nearly 20 years and working under some top managers, well known. Luke's right up there. His attention to detail, the staff that he's got with him as well. They're fantastic. But what I really like is quality as a man. He's a really good man. You can talk to him. He shows you a lot of respect. So when a manager gives you that respect, you want to work for him and you don't want to let him down. And I think that's the sign of a great manager.
Yeah, and you touched on it there. 20 years almost as a professional, and you've had a good start to the season. You're still playing at a high level with Notts. So, what would you say has been the key to sort of your longevity in the professional game?
It's a good question. I'm speaking to some of the young boys now, and a few of the lone boys. And you probably hear it enough. I remember I see Jamie Redknapp talking on Sky the other week on about young kids, thinking about all the skills, and they think that's how it is to be a professional footballer. It's not. It's hard work. You got to treat this is your lifestyle. In the gym, looking after yourself, everyday training, you've got to be focused. You've got to try to get that 1% better. And I didn't have that mentality as a young boy, but I wish I did. So I've grafted that through my early 20s, mid 20s, and I've stuck with me. You've got to look after yourself, and you've got to want to be the best you can be.
In the environment that you've come into at Notts, with some of the players that you're playing around, I'm sure that's sort of helped you as well. I know you're massively experienced and play with a lot of different players. There's probably nothing new, but with the quality of players they've got around at Notts for this level, I'm sure that helps.
Yeah, there's quality. There's no doubt about that. Some of the boys, probably shouldn't have been playing in the National League last year, but there was. We're all playing in League 2 this year. You only judge a player on a league they're playing in now. So all the talk of me playing in other leagues beforehand, I'm a League 2 player now with all the lads, and we've got to prove our worth here. There's some great quality all around the team, and we're showing that. But we're only a quarter of the way there. There's a long way to go to be successful. It's got to be for the full season, and that's what we're aiming to do.
Cheers, David.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Over to John from the Football League paper.
Hello, David.
Hello, mate.
Hello, mate. Just wanted to ask you maybe just a couple of things. First of all, how sort of special is it going to be involved in the club's 5,000th league game at the weekend?
Yeah, it's special. All games are special. You don't know when your last football game is going to be. So it'd be great to be a part of that. And just like I've touched on, you don't know when your last game is going to be. My good friends Chris Basham at Sheffield United got a horrific injury the other week, and you don't know what that's going to mean to him. So that's a reminder that every game, you've got to put it all out there, because you don't know when it's your last.
And with your Notts connections, how sort of special would it be for you if you could sort of play a part in taking the club sort of further up the Football League ladder this season?
That's the aim when I came here. The route, the journey that the club's going on, I wanted to be a part of it, and obviously it would be magical if I could do something with the club to take them at the Football League. That's why I signed a 2-year deal. That's the aim. But it's going to be lots of ups and downs, roller coasters, hard work. When it gets to them cold nights, cold training sessions, you'll find out who really wants to be a part of it and who don't.
And wanted to ask you, with all your experience, what do you enjoy most still about playing football?
The games, training. I enjoy a lot as well. You have to, but there's no better feeling than playing games in front of fans and obviously scoring. You know, you won't be able to beat that feeling. You see a lot of footballers come out of the game and say, "What do you miss? Did you miss training? Do you miss everyday life?" No, it's the games. You know, the adrenaline you get when that whistle goes at 3 o'clock, and you can just let yourself be free and just play football. And that's the feeling I'm getting here at the minute.
Lovely, thanks very much.
No problem.
To finish us off, Sam Jones from Notts TV.
Yeah, hi. So obviously we spoke a little bit at the start about Vale Lane being this fortress. Do you think that the support that Mansfield brought and the noise they made on Saturday sort of maybe weakened that a little bit?
No, I don't, and that's not me being, critical or anything. It's just, we scored in the first. They made all the noise, and we scored in the first couple minutes. We just got to look at ourselves, the way the second half went. But again, nothing to give away from Mansfield. They had a game plan. There's always two teams that want to win, and they managed to win. But when Newport come on the Tuesday night, we've got to make this place a fortress again and get on another unbeaten run.
Absolutely, and obviously form's not been as great as it was at the start of the season. But how do you switch that mood and away from the disappointment of Saturday and go into the next run of games positive?
It starts when you come back in on a Monday. We have meetings and we talk about it with the manager. We go through the clips, and we got to, take positives on some of the things that we've seen, and working on Gillingham. We just got to go in there. We're saying we haven't changed the way we've set up. We haven't changed the way we've got into games. Nothing's going to change, and then there's no panic just because you lost one game. We're second in the league, and I want to keep saying that. We would have took that at the start of the season. So we just got to carry on doing what we're doing, and I'm sure there'll be ups and downs, but the way we're going right now, with a little few tweaks, we'll be fine.
And would that be sort of, I suppose, a message to the fans as well, that obviously still appreciate the support? We are still second in the table, and that support needs to keep going to keep you up at the top of that.
Yeah, we do. That's not me saying anything about the fans. Fans are fans. They're the heartbeat of the club, so they got every right to, be, not happy after losing to the local rivals. Obviously, they came, made great noise, sold the place out, which I wouldn't expect anything different from the fans. But yeah, I think if they went home and looked at the table and seen a second in the league, and maybe think about where the club was in the previous years, and there's a lot of positive, and I'm sure most of them are like that. I'm sure they're all thinking the positive way, just like we're thinking. So only a win. The next couple of games, starting Saturday, I'm sure people will start to forget about it.